So, step one of your business obviously is going to be having a business name. You're not going to have any business if you don't have a name to put it under. Again, when you get to the business bank account section and you get your LLC, you're going to want to keep your business funds separate from your personal funds. Not only is it going to be easier to know and project your money while you're, running your business, but also it will create an absolute nightmare for your for your taxes and your accountant when it comes to filing for your taxes at the end of the year. So you want to have a business name. That way you can have a business bank account through your LLC. Your business name doesn't have to be super complicated. I do recommend not necessarily putting your actual name in it, but at the end of the day, you can make it whatever you want because there are definitely giant companies that use people's names, their own names when they created it. There's also plenty of businesses that just use random names or names that they thought of that they thought were cool, such as ours, Junkless Junk Removal. It doesn't have any of our personal names in it, but it's catchy and we have a pretty dope logo for it. So you want to brainstorm, write down some ideas. Again, doesn't need to be super complicated. Spend maybe 1 to 2 days max thinking of this. You can always get a DBA, that is a doing business as. You can always get that later through your LLC if you decide to change your name. So it doesn't have to be that complicated. You don't need to overthink it. And if you really can't think of anything, you can go over here to ChatGPT and you can go and check out, write me 10 junk removal company names. Excuse my spelling if I suck. So then you're going to come up with all these different names and you can make them about anything, trash terminators, junk it up, declutter dudes, waste warriors. You could say, give me 10 junk removal names with animals in it, if that's your thing. Raccoon removal crew, eagle eye junk haulers, bare necessity. That's pretty cool. Now, once you come up with a name, the most important thing is making sure that your business is not already taken up by someone else in your area. So if let's say you're, in Florida and you want to do raccoon removal crew for junk removal, I would add junk removal in the name just so it's going to pop up better for SEO. And now literally in our area of Daytona, Ormond Beach, nothing like that pops up. You have raccoon removal and trapping service, but that's for animal trapping. So you could still do raccoon removal, junk removal crew, or however you wanted to do it. That name is kind of a little bit too long. Maybe eagle eye junk haulers would be a better option. Again, it's whatever you want to do. So nobody can tell you otherwise. It's 100% up to you. So eagle eye movers, I don't see eagle eye junk removal. So what you're going to want to do is go to your state website for whatever state you're in, type in this and look up and see if someone has this within your area or within your state. If they do, you're going to have to pick a different name. If they don't, you can go ahead and then look into the United States and seeing if it's already an established business. Obviously, something like 1-800-GOT-JUNK, you couldn't do something similar. You couldn't do 1-800-GOT-JUNK even if they weren't in your city or your area, even though they will be because they're a national franchise. But this would lead you to massive litigation, I think is the word. So you don't want to be getting sued. You want to make sure that it's unique, it's your name, and that nobody else has it within your area. So whichever you do choose, it's important to do a little bit of extra research and just make sure that you're able to, run that business long term without someone else trying to sue you for it or without someone else within the same area with a similar name. You're also going to want to make sure that eventually you do get it trademarked. That way you own the rights. So if anybody ever does try to use your name, you will have the rights to file a cease and desist because you trademarked that name, you trademarked the logo, and it is 100% yours. And that is very, very important. Trademarking can cost a little bit of money, so you don't need to do it right out the gate. Sometimes, like this says $49 trademark. Most of the time, from what I've learned, to get it professionally trademarked is normally a couple $100s, but I obviously have not looked into these companies, so do your own research. But again, make sure your name is unique. It's unique to you, unique in the area. You're not copying somebody else's name. You're not trying to be too close to somebody else's name because, again, that can lead to legal issues. And you just want to make sure that your LLC is as smooth as possible, no problems, no issues. And with that, Again, whatever you choose to make your name is 100% up to you, whether you want to use a random name or use your name. You can always change it later by using a DBA, which is, again, doing business as, which you just file for a little bit of money, and then you're able to start accepting checks and payments and even, promote and advertise a completely different name underneath the current LLC that you already have. So with that being said, next, we're going to be going over getting an LLC. So I'll see you in the next video.